climate models show that warming trends could cut crop yields every decade going forward about 2 to 6%. And it doesn't sound like much, but that's millions of acres of farmland going offline as we see enormous increases in global population. So we have an increase in demand and a decrease in supply, and that presents a pretty big challenge. Recently, we've seen impacts of extreme weather, drought, heat, flooding, invasive species, impacting, for example, the olive orchards of Italy, the peach orchards of Georgia and the southeastern United States, citrus farms in Florida, apple and cherry farms in the upper Midwest. All over the world, in coffee and cacao producing nations, we're seeing serious damage from invasive fungi and insects. And even the commodity crops, soy, wheat, rice, and so on, are feeling the heat. So the challenge is, yes, it's getting worse in the future, but we're already seeing pretty significant impacts on the ground right now. The food debate is amazingly divisive. There are sort of two camps. And on one side, you have the Silicon Valley innovators saying, the time has come to reinvent food. In fact, I think that was a quote directly from Bill Gates. And let's pump billions of dollars into, smart, innovative approaches to food production. On the sustainability side, local food advocates are saying, organic local food advocates are saying, I'd like my food de-invented, thank you very much. Let's, go back to traditional forms of food production. And it's gotten more and more heated and more divisive. And I have been sort of on the sidelines thinking, isn't there a way to do both? Why is this so binary and either or? Why not draw from the wisdom of the past and, from forms of permaculture and agroecology and sustainable, diverse food systems, and also use the best of the technology of the present. And there's got to be a way, and as I said, a third way approach to food production that that sort of brings together these warring sides of the food debate. I was astounded to see how artificial intelligence and robotics are transforming agriculture. There's one engineer that I met, Jorge Herod, who builds robots that can weed fields with sniper-like precision. And he predicts that some of this technology can actually decrease chemicals in agriculture by up to 90%, starting with herbicides, but eventually even fertilizers. And the implications of that are huge. I was also pretty amazed by what's happening in the meat industry with meat alternatives. Plant-based meats and even cell-based meats are, leaps and bounds more sophisticated than they were even 5 years ago. And the technologies that excite me most are those that don't threaten or damage natural food systems, but actually can help repair and elevate them.